Muy bien. Sal del puerto del barrio de Praga. Pues vámonos. De todas maneras, quiero mirar. Objetos clave. Vestimenta. Diario, pertenencias, mapa. Taumaturgia. A ver. La de apuesta esta no está mal, ¿eh? A ver, es que yo tengo que mirar. Vamos a ver. Vale, esto está guay. Aumenta la concentración en 3. Vale, me quedo con esa ahí, mejor. Y yo no tenía una que era de... de defensa. Recuerdo yo que tenía una habilidad de defensa, joder, pero no... La agonía. Vale, mira. Este me gusta, tío. Es que este dejarlo ahí me cunde. Vale, en principio voy a dejar la build así. Ya veré si luego lo voy cambiando. Venga, vámonos.
Was that a sound of a fuck up? Shouldn't we check it out?
Like hell we should. They don't pay me enough for that. You! Stop! Papers, please.
Paper, please.
I thought I wouldn't have to resort to this, but since you insist.
Of course, sir. We are sorry. Go right ahead.
Fácil. Voy a echar un ojo por aquí. Nada, aquí no hay nada. Pues venga, vámonos. Hostia. ¿Y esto aquí? Vale. Este necesita bucadas. Y este con Upir. Vale, a ti te voy a... A ti que te voy a poner. Pues a Upir. O me centro todo en este. Voy a centrarme ahora mismo todos los ataques en este, a ver si lo mato. Mira, este de hecho tiene solamente un punto de concentración. Y este tiene 2. Es el último que me va a atacar. Mira, a ti te voy a meter la vieja herida. Y Upir le va a zumbar a este. Le va a meter este, la penitencia. Y el ataque planeado. Vale. Le va a zumbar sangrado. Otro sangrado. Venga. ¿A este qué le queda? No, tiene 15 todavía, el cabrón. Vale, pero yo le tengo que hacer el ataque. Cuando yo le haga el ataque... Vale, este... le falta el ataque planeado. Es decir, este ya puedo pasar de... Entonces, le voy a atacar ahora a este. Ay, pero este no tiene... joder, qué mierda. Debería matar a este, tío. Le meto este. Vale, este lo va a matar, creo yo, porque ahora le mete el ataque ese y va, y ya ese tiene pinta que la va a palmar. Entonces, me falta... Este tiene sufrimiento. Pues le voy a meter este de aquí. Lo que pasa es que me van a atacar. Venga. Ese se muere. Este se va a quedar casi muerto. Vale, y este ya aquí moriría. Perfecto. Ese ya me lo va a rematar el otro. ¿Y ahora qué hacemos contigo? Ahí le interrumpiría la acción. Aquí le meto yo más daño. Le voy a... Le voy a meter la vieja herida. Ya tengo que quitarme los sangrados y eso, ¿eh? Uf, estoy jodido, ¿eh? No me había dado cuenta. Este no se muere. Yo creía que este se moría. Pues este le voy a tener que matar a este. Pues si no me va a tocar la polla. Voy a meter la agonía. Y ahora necesito curarme. Voy a curarme con Upir. No, pero contigo no. Contigo. Hostia, veremos a ver si los sangrados me matan, ¿eh? Se muere. Le hago el planeado. Antes Upir me va a dar vida, ¿verdad? Vale, bastante. 19. Menos más Upir. Perfecto, tío. Ahora. Hazle esto. Para que me quite los sangrados. Y ya se muere. Perfecto. Voy a registrar un poco por aquí, pero no hay nada de nada. Adiós.
Don't even think of reaching for your magic book. Vanya's pistol has a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Chief, let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. All right? All you have to do is tell us where Svetlana Petrovna is.
The last time we saw one another was probably at the party with the ghosts, the one that got ruined. Don't you remember?
He'll have to try harder than that.
I'm running to a phone. There's been an accident. I think the pier collapsed.
Was Svetlana Rumyantseva there?
I'll shoot him, Chief.
We haven't got time, Victor. We need to find out where she is. We know you helped Rumyantseva escape. And I know she was sleeping with your father. I told you, he had no secrets from me. I was helping him. I'm running out of patience. Where is she?
And what do the secret police want from her?
That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsar's government. She was a traitor. We were observing her, but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could threaten the security of the nation.
If you want something from me, you just need to ask.
I have a better idea. You tell me what you know, and I know where your papa's little black book is. Quid pro
Uy.
quo?
I want to know who stole my father's grimoire.
This time, you go first.
As far as I know, all Svetlana's secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here.
¡Hostia! ¡Qué giro argumental!
Why did you help Svetlana?
Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No. But, once you do, don't neglect to inform me. And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
Very dangerous people.
I need to get out of here.
Ve a casa. Ay, tengo 2 puntos de grimorio. Para. Vamos a ver qué nos ponemos. Sí, esta es buena, ¿eh? La de rigidez. Y esta me da 2 puntitos más de salud, que también cunde bastante. Duplica el daño causado o la disminución de concentración si tu concentración está por debajo de 6. Este me da concentración. Herida debilitante. Pero eso es lo mismo, ¿no? Eso es como la vieja herida y... Lo único que me da 2 puntos, que está guay. Mira, voy a pillar esta para aumentar la vida, básicamente. Pues no estaría mal, porque sería meter un ataque y aparte meter la herida debilitante. Uf, pero no sé dónde ponerlo, ¿eh? No sé dónde ponerlo. Por aquí no hay nada, ¿no? No. Va un poco empanado. Venga. Vámonos que nos vamos. Vámonos. Vámonos, vámonos. Voy a registrar un segundillo esto rápido. A ver qué hay por aquí. Parece que no hay nada. Pues nada, nos vamos. Tengo que ir a casa. Venga, vámonos. Ok.
You're finally here. We've been waiting for you.
Hombre, Rasputín.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Oh, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
Uy. Rasputín seguro que le ha echado bien el ojo a la
You look
hermana
tired.
Aligia.
Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
I didn't expect a home visit.
I wanted to find out if Svetlana managed to leave safely.
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
Bueno, no se ve
I
de
was
morir, ¿eh?
afraid of this. How did it happen?
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana? Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
I've really got a lot on my shoulders. My father's secrets, his lover's death, the Ochrana, and now a golem. I think I can bear this too, if it lets me get rid of the other problems. Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest. And now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis. It's safe there, for now.
Will you ever let me in on the secret?
For now, I don't want to risk it. I don't even want to talk about it here. That your sister can remain uninvolved. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
Grigori is a good friend of mine. I owe him my life. He can visit me whenever he likes.
With friends like that, looking for enemies sounds like a pointless bother. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurissa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you alright? What were you doing there?
I was tracing Father's missing grimoire. Someone sent a golem after him, and now that person is trying to find us, too.
Why?
That's what I have to find out. Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced the Thaumaturge to me.
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
And it's never occurred to you that an Ochrana chief might want to use you to get at your thaumaturge brother?
I thought the world didn't only revolve around you.
Let's see what he demands in return for the invitation to Svetlana's soiree.
Which, may I remind you, you very much insisted upon. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago. What's the real reason we're talking about Konieczkin?
Did Konieczkin know our father long?
Ever since you left to live with Mother in Paris. Someone clearly had to clean up after you and Abaurissa. Maybe there's no point in dwelling on the past.
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
And what was he doing there? Does he have anything to do with the golem?
He was actually interested in Svetlana.
Explain, please, how you can be so sure.
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
And you say I'm the reckless one. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
Don't worry, nothing will happen to us.
A ver, ellos no han matado a nadie.
How
Ni
will you
Víctor
do
ni
that?
Ligia.
O ye of little faith, you can trust me, sister.
I do trust you. And look how far that's gotten me.
That's a little unfair, sister. You haven't experienced anything unusual recently?
Nothing so remarkable, given I'm living with the Thaumaturge. You think there's any way I'd have let a golem slip by me?
Look, why don't we leave this conversation until morning, hmm?
Good night. I'm being reckless. Where are my cigarettes?
El que no pierde no gana. Ve a dormir. Ups. Colgada padre. Vaya. A ver, ¿será por bajar aquí? No creo, ¿no? No, no sé. Ha petado y punto. Descubre el origen de la maldición del golem.
It looks familiar, and yet different.
Es como en un sueño ahora.
Well, well. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here.
Fool.
The devil himself.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
We've been seeing one another more and more since you died.
Ask me about something you don't know.
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Liga as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you. Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Liga and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done.
Was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I didn't ask you for anything. Certainly not for someone like Konieczkin to cover for me. I didn't make you get into bed with him. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I've left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet!
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. Unless we're still arguing.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. Maybe I'll talk to Konieczkin.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. I thought about what you were saying yesterday. Those strange phenomena related to the golem. Once, when I was taking a carriage to the store, the horse took fright. First it reared, then it started kicking, and after a moment it froze and dropped dead on the cobblestones. But it was already old. Could that have been the golem?
Recently, there's nothing I've been more sure of.
Does that mean we might be in danger?
I don't know how long it took the golem to reach Father. He only found me in Warsaw that one time. I don't know how he works.
I can't believe Father didn't know that either. There must be something in his office. Anything.
Maybe.
Is there any other way you could find out?
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
Has anything been reported about Port Praga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirov.
I'm basically done, and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will you join me?
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Motherfucker.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Actually, what is the difference between mummy powder and skull powder?
Skull powder is powder from a skull. You use it to make an extract for apoplexy and bleeding. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate. Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy and made into an oil. It helps with wounds, rashes, sore throats, and dizziness.
It sounds like that substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customers prefer scraped mummies. Unless you're considering diversifying our selection.
Father clearly didn't want me to have anything to do with the family business, did he?
I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
Muy buenas, ¿qué tal, Barón Samedí? ¿Qué tal? Pues nada, aquí estamos con el Thaumaturgo, que al final me lié ayer por la noche y no he tenido tiempo de buscar un juego nuevo. Así que he dicho, mira, Echo un rato a este y ya buscaré para mañana lunes o lo que sea. ¿Tú qué tal? ¿Ayer estuviste de stream o al final estuviste de jarana por ahí, de fiesta?
What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very fond of them.
I meant what father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
The guy next to father. That's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Liarme no, tampoco. Tampoco es que me liara a saco. Pero llegué tardecito, entre pito y flauta, llegué casi a las 3 horas de aquí de España. Y claro, y me he levantado ahí tarde, tenía cosas que hacer. Y ya cuando... Y no sabía si abrir stream o no. Y digo, mira, voy a abrir, pero como no he buscado ningún juego, digo, pues sigo con el Thaumaturge. Tú estuviste entonces en stream, ¿no? Supongo que con Project Zomboid, ¿no? Seguiría. ¿Qué tal va esa aventura? ¿Ha habido por ahí ya muertes?
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Pasando entre jueguitos estuviste. ¿Con qué estuviste? Si no fue Project Zomboid, si no es mucho preguntar.
When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter century ago? We must not have even been 5. You two look more and more alike.
Don't scare me. I'm taking another look around.
¿Y qué? ¿Salió por ahí algo interesante? ¿Algún jueguito?
Is that?
¿Alguna sorpresita?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Free to play para la gente, qué guay.
On my way.
Hombre, pues mira, una buena manera. Además, Epic Store regala todas las semanas. Y esta semana, ¿cuál regaló? Que estaba bastante bien. El Deus Ex, el juego este así en plan futurista, lo estaban regalando. Pues mira, sí, me gustan los Metroidvania. De hecho, ¿cuál fue el último que jugué? El último que jugué fue el Blasphemous. No sé si sabes cuál es, que es un... ese es de una compañía de aquí española y un juego muy entretenido, la verdad, muy chulo. Una estética así muy peculiar y muy chulo, muy chulo. Lo que pasa es que no es free to play, claro. Hostia, pero mira, si hay por ahí algún Metroidvania que merezca la pena y encima gratuito, ya ves tú. Qué guapo. La verdad que es un buen contenido ese hombre, sacar así jueguecitos para la gente que no que no tiene tanto acceso, digamos, a lo mejor económico para gente más joven y tal.
Fate has brought us together again, Victor Shulsky.
We have to part again. I don't want to fight you.
Dale, dale por ahí.
A true tempermancer does not shy away from the challenges of fate. Fight me.
Qué pesado el nota este,
for
chaval.
honor and for the title of the king of the tempermancers. Face your destiny.
Do you pester other thaumaturges too?
Of course not. The others are insignificant compared to you. I dare you.
Awesome.
No, I'm saying this again and I don't like to repeat myself. Go bother someone else.
But this is the way. Otherwise, how are we going to find out who is more worthy of their power?
I've heard there's a powerful tempermancer in Povishle. Go bother him.
But the title... I...
Qué pesadito el pavo, ¿eh? Ok, vamos por aquí. Vale, voy a... Primero aquí, ya que hemos llegado. Por aquí. Un medallón cilíndrico contiene una oración de protección en hebreo. Vamos, que el padre sabía que el golem iba por él.
I have to find their meeting place.
Vale. De manera, por aquí diría que hay algo más. Sí, aquí. El rabino Sofer. Vale, pues nada. Venga, vamos ahí entonces. Voy a hablar primero con este, ¿no? Sí. Se ha quedado ahí un poco trastabillado. O sea que... Mira el agua, tío. Qué efecto más chulo hace, ¿eh? Qué pasada. Hostia, qué bien hecho, ¿eh? No, los pequeñitos no lo hace. Ve.
That's him, the one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Qué agresividad que tiene la gente, macho.
And who am I supposedly bothering?
And you've wasted the chance to keep your mouth shut. We'll cure this posh boy of his nosiness, you can bet.
Vale. Kavak, Upir y Vélez. Este es el primerito, ¿no? Este lo que pasa es que no le puedo dar porque a no ser que le dé con el bucaba antes. Pues mira, le voy a dar a este. Uf, lo que pasa que... Pues nada, se lo voy a meter a este. Acá. Voy a atacar con el Bukavak. O voy... Mira, voy a sacar a Vélez. Vale. Le meto la agonía. No, este era con Bukabac. Este le voy a dar con este. Joder. No me han quitado mucha vida, pero la concentración me la están reventando, tío. Vale. Mira, este si le hago el ataque planeado ya, me lo quito de en medio. ¿Qué tengo aquí? Vale. Necesitaría Bukabac. Voy a meterle un ataque a este. Vale, ese ya se ha quedado limpio. Esto yo creo que se va a morir ya. Y a este le vamos a meter ahí. Ese fuera. Este lo tenemos ya ahí medio cao también. Placa. Este ya se va a morir solo. Fuera. Perfecto.
You're talking nonsense!
By Abraham's beard, that's the way it was. Did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake? You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
Ya está, ya ha vuelto por aquí, ¿no? ¿Qué tal? Ya. Estarás comiendo, ¿no? Supongo. Almorzando.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you.
Qué rico. Hoy que toca por ahí. Almuerzo.
I didn't say anything about a golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you'd like...
Hoy me he metido yo un platazo de patatas panaderas con merluza. Uf, al horno. Oh, qué rico, por favor.
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father
Hasta la
as well.
boloñesa, riquísimo. Qué rico, por favor.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We
Me
both
va a
have
poner fino,
difficult
varón Samedi.
personalities, but I still
Dale,
like
dale ahí,
to
coño.
find
Buen
fault.
platazo ahí. A ver.
You're not telling me everything.
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell.
Falta de contexto para dar una respuesta, tío. La moneda de mi padre, tío. A ver.
Is there something else you need?
Let's talk about your relationship with my father.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll...
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove. Especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such
Entonces,
a
¿quién lo invoca?
possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
Joder, algo se le escapa. Cago en la leche.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this will...
Farewell.
Tendré entonces que ir aquí.
Hello.
You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet. You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
What's in the basement that's so frightening?
Hashem, something down there reeks so awful that...
Come now, don't be silly. Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago.
Vaya hombre.
Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
I understand, Rabbi. And if someone were to help you with these workers?
In the words of the market woman trying to tempt a Jewish man into idolatry, what harm would it do?
I understand.
Vamos a ver. Vamos a investigar por aquí. ¿Dónde está lo que hay por aquí? Allí, allí. Ok, vamos a hablar con Upir. Manipular. Pero el más joven era el que quería, ¿no? Espérate.
Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sofer. The old man cursed this place, especially these cellars.
So I'll go on my own and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me. But if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski. And I really...
Viaje le he dado el micro.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge.
Cómo manipula el tío a la peña, con el grimorio. A ver.
What do we have here?
Voy a subir las habilidades. Este me voy a poner.
Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about golems.
Son of Stanisław, golems are a matter of Kabbalah, and you are not allowed to study them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly. And you claim that Sofer supposedly sent a golem?
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Tengo ahí dos líneas argumentales de estos pa.
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful Thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the 3 Hebrew letters spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it. In an attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body. That leaves mes, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in that.
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No, and I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
I'm afraid that I won't find anything more here. Thank you, Rabbi.
No hay más nada, ¿no? Por aquí. Parece que no. Voy a mirar un segundillo. A ver si puedo abrir alguna otra línea. Lo quiero registrar antes. A ver, sótano. Aquí puedo... Ah, pues no, no hay nada. Lo está chapado. Lo está ahí cerrado. Por ahí no puedo. Aquí no hay más nada. ¿Aquí? No. Y con esto no puedo hablar, ¿no? No. Vale.
Rabbi?
I'm listening.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horowitz.
Horowitz.
But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
Mordechai Chayat. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for you.
Vale. Voy a inspeccionar la farmacia. Vale. Hostia, el Papa no vea. Venga, a ver ahora qué nos dice este. Ahora que ya Tenemos aquí pruebas.
Mr. Shulsky again. Have a new theory?
I know about the pharmacist.
Beg your pardon?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
You'll see for yourself if you do something for me.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yes. Let's go.
We'll stop to get Feldman. He should see this too.
So...
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
What do you remember from the moment you summoned the golem?
Nothing. I don't want to go back to that. And I don't want to remember it. My conscience won't permit me.
Mr. Shulsky, perhaps it's better to let it go.
There are a few things here I have to investigate.
We'll wait.
Vamos a ver, ¿dónde hay cositas por aquí? Aquí. Vale.
Will this take much longer?
This place won't tell me anymore.
And what have you learned?
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
Is that your worry, Rabbi?
The clay formed a shell that Sofer infused with the saluter.
Sofer told me to bring clay. Sticky and cold. I can't say how many of those buckets there were. Hours sculpting the Colossus until my hands went numb. I could feel the clay absorbing my anger, as if my rage was making it take shape on its own.
Hours? That must have been horribly exhausting.
Eso es lo importante,
What's a few
que sea
hours
agotador.
in exchange for a curse that lasts generations? These are the remains of some fabric that Sofer wrote something on, in Hebrew, I think. This may be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything. That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sofer.
A thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
There's only one name that comes to mind, but...
Ariel Roffe. A good-for-nothing, vengeful, godless scoundrel.
Strong words from your lips.
El Rouf este, ¿no?
Of course.
Do you know one another?
You could say that. I'll track him down.
There is just one thing I'd really like to know, Mr. Shulsky. Standing where you are now, what do you think about your father's responsibility in all this?
As I see it, the punishment you inflicted on my father is out of proportion to his guilt.
Meaning?
Neither my sister nor I had anything to do with our father's decisions. Justice would be if everyone paid the price for their own actions.
How much anger must a person hold inside to do something like this? Revenge isn't justice. Who are you or Sofer to decide who deserves what punishment? All
Muy bien
right, I
ahí.
think it's time for us to go. This place just makes the blood boil. Let's get Mr. Shulsky away from here. And stop by tomorrow. We'll have some tea and work through a few questions.
Mr. Shulsky, I would like this to be our farewell. I tell you from my heart, anger and pride are poor advisors. I know that firsthand, but it's too late for me. You can still save yourself. I'll be thinking of you.
Shall we?
Let's get out of here.
Ok. Tengo que hablar con el Rouf. Vale, estas todas. No puedo ponerme ninguna. Ok, pues nada, voy a cortar por aquí. Hoy va a ser un poquito más corto. Que tengo que hacer ahora algunas cosillas. Y nada, oye, los que os habéis llegado, muchísimas gracias por haberos llegado por aquí a echar un ratito. Nada, nos vemos mañana para seguir. No sé si con de Thaumaturge o cambiaremos a otro juego o iremos alternándolo, no sé lo que haré. A mí me está gustando, vaya, la verdad. Lo que pasa es que es verdad que a lo mejor es un poquito lento para el streamer. Oye, muchas gracias a todos. Un saludo.